Hi, this is Amber Phillips from Ohio Media School, and I have the pleasure to stand next to Geoff Mitchell. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. I am honored.
So today he's going to be inducted in the High School Hall of Fame. What does that mean to you?
It's surreal. Like, if you look around, I mean, I got 90 people on my YouTube page, so I'm with like stars. So this is God's way of blessing me. I cannot put it to words.
Well, I mean, you're very humble, but obviously there's a reason why you're standing here right now. So you were incredible at what you did. How did you get your start into that, though?
The city I'm from, London, Ontario, loves football, and I remember Little League football was once you get to a certain age, you're playing football, and I could run fast. I was the running back, and you just kind of graduate as you get older. And I started to excel as a running back.
Who were some of the running backs that inspired you?
Boy, Eric Dickerson, who was here. I went to the Laurier Rams. We had decals. I wore 29. I put on my equipment like him, and I was running past people, trying to be Eric Dickerson. Jim Brown, but more than anybody, Eric Dickerson.
So what a full circle moment that you guys you're both being inducted on the same night, and that was the person that you had looked up to. What does that feel like?
I try not to be a fan, but I am a big fan. I'm trying not to be a fan, but when I saw him, I was like, reel it back. But when I saw him, I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's super cool. So why do you think that high school athletics are important?
I think that it's changed so much from my time because of what's in your hands. It's important, team structure, being able to listen to a coach. Football is the ultimate team sport. Every position is body specific. And I think it's an important sport while you still work on your golf swing, because you can do that later in life.
I golf as well.
That's right.
So leaving high school, getting into college, what was that experience like for you?
It was very difficult. I'm from London, Ontario. I ended up in Utah. And by my senior year, I really exploded. I had a lot of touchdowns in my senior year, establishing the NCAA record held by Jerry Rice. I broke that record. But leading up to that, it was very difficult because it's a different culture. People will eat you up. And I think that brings the best out in you. And it happened for me my senior year.
So there's a lot of like glamour and people just think like, oh, it's just football. You know, there's nothing really to it. You're just playing a sport, but it's a very demanding sport, and there's some things that can happen because of that. Is there any challenges or things that may have happened to you because of football?
So I played with left knee tendonitis. I didn't know the extent of the damage. And in the off season, I ruptured my patella tendon playing basketball. And the rest is history. I've been selling real estate for almost 20 years now. But in between, you're finding yourself because being a running back is just not going to happen during that time. I think you probably could come back. It'd take a couple years, but when it happened to me in 1991, I did play again. I was never the same. I was never as explosive and as agile.
I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. That had to be devastating at the time, not being able to do what you loved, but being able to switch over and find something else that you love, and that's real estate.
Yeah.
So where are you doing that at now?
I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. I find real estate is much like football. Anytime I sell a house, it feels like I scored a touchdown. There's correlations because you have to be focused. You can't give up. I mean, I feel like if you can find success in football, you got to figure out life also. So I'm still working on it, but it's going well right now.
I'm glad to hear it. And do you have any advice for high school kids that are playing football? Any words of advice or any warnings?
I would say definitely work on your foot speed. I mean, it's a speed game. Tough guys grow on trees. It's those guys that have unlocked speed that end up at another level in every position. You can be big and strong, and we can find those guys in the weight room, anywhere. But it's the guy that's able to shake someone and disappear. That's special.
Thank you for that. And is there anything else that you would like to add?
This whole thing is a gift for me. I won't say anything funny.
You can be funny.
It could be funny. You look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I tried.
Okay, there we go. All right, we'll leave it there.
Well, thank you. All right, so it was a pleasure to stand next to Mr. Geoff Mitchell. We are at the High School Football Hall of Fame. He's going to be inducted tonight, and I am Amber Phillips, and this was Ohio Media School. Thank you. You threw me off. Thank you for the compliment.